you haven't seen the lab
No.
at all yet, have
I've
you?
seen the outside of the building. That's it.
All right. When I saw it, okay, it's about 20,000 square feet. It's a big building. It's right on the end of this street. Like, I could almost hork from here to there. It's got a lot of things going for it. It has a ton of power.
Yeah, lots.
It's big enough that we can grow into it for quite some time. Like, we could have a team of 30, 40 people working out of there between developers, engineers, writing. We could have a ton of creation going on over there. Did I already mention it has a ton of power coming into it?
Lots.
Tons of power, like
Large amounts of
literally
power.
300,000 watts of power.
Well, it used to be like a machine shop or something, right?
Yeah, it used to be a sheet metal fabrication place.
Yeah.
So it has a lot going for it. When I saw it, it was all kind of humming. You know, there was a business running out of there, and everything seemed like kind of at least, you know, presentable. Well, unfortunately, between the things that they were supposed to do, okay, the things the seller was supposed to take care of, like replacing ceiling tiles that had been stained by previous leaks, or patching up holes, and the things that were just kind of concealed by the existing equipment,
Right.
it is in a state that is literally 6 figures worse than I had anticipated.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then, you know
I see
that
why you're upset now.
you know that tone, you know, when my phone
Yes.
ringer went off
Yeah.
right before the start of the show, and I was like, oh, this is
That's
worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is for, I can't name this person yet. They're still on their probation. But you know who they are. Got
it. Yeah.
One of those. Hi, Gary and Linus. After doing a bunch of digging, I found a used EMC chamber that's fit for purpose. The quote on it is $50,000 US. That's the deal one.
Nice.
Why don't we talk through some of the deficiencies at the new place?
Okay.
Okay, first things first, they just outright ripped out some of the things that were supposed to stay. For example, there's a safety rail up on one of the balconies.
Why would they take that off?
Okay, so, well, they didn't just take it off, okay? If they had just taken it off, that might have actually been better. There were air compressors up there that we knew they were going to take with them. That's equipment that you might want to take with you.
Sure.
But instead of dragging them down the stairs the hard way, they just took a Sawzall or a Rotozip or something, cut off the safety rails so that they could get a forklift up there, grabbed it, and booked it. And we're sitting here going, so now you've basically taken a building that was up to safety code. You have unsafety codified it and just left this like 80-pound hunk of steel, or actually multiple ones, just left them there.
Hey, you can bring that to a scrapyard for
Hey,
some money.
thanks for that.
Like $5.
And it's just like weird stuff they took with them. Okay, I've never seen anything like it. They took the paper towel dispensers off the bathroom walls. And I'm
They might
sitting-
need those in the new place.
Well, right, but that's the kind of thing that's typically included in a base
Yes.
building.
Yeah.
They left the toilet paper dispensers, but not the paper towel. Oh no, not the paper towel dispensers. They took doorknobs. Now, to be clear, they were combination doorknobs, which, I mean, not electronic ones, not fancy ones in any way. I could see them wanting to take those with them, but you're supposed to replace them with something. So as it is, you just stick a screwdriver in the thing.
Nice.
And I'm sitting here going, this is ridiculous.
That's legit. You should like weld in LTT screwdrivers to all the doors and just have that be the doorknobs.
No. No. No.
It would look cool.
No.
Constant sponsorship every video.
Basically,
okay, can
I'm
you
really
go after them for this?
Unfortunately, there is no... Okay. I don't know where you guys live, but depending on the market that you're in, Consumer protections or buyer protections in real estate have been significantly eroded
Yeah.
over, well, the last quite a few years, to the point where, when Yvonne and I bought our house, our first home, it was normal for us to have like a multi-week due diligence period where we could go arrange our financing after making an offer, get a proper thorough home inspection
Yeah.
so that the purchase agreement could have all the details for the things that need to be fixed before we move in. And there would be, a reasonable, in good faith negotiation process over these potential issues. For example, the house that we lived in for 10 years, the previous owners, our home inspector noted that the water tank was like on its last legs. It was going to go. And so the previous owners, in order to get the deal done, split the cost of that water tank with us so that when we were buying the home, it would be in a reasonable, ready to move into state. Well, that's gone. Like in the Lower Mainland, they are trying. They are now talking about legislation that is going to eliminate blind bidding, for example.
Good.
They are
Good.
talking about legislation to have a mandatory cool down period. So after an offer, you have a mandatory period of time where you're allowed to go through that due diligence. It's not long enough, what I've seen proposed, not nearly long enough, but they're starting to do something, but it doesn't exist right now. So commercial real estate here is not quite as bad. It has not gotten quite as bad as residential, but it's getting there. It's getting really rough. And we're at a point now where we did do an inspection. So the base building envelope is at least sound, But those little details are things that you have essentially no leverage on. And what we know is that after we made our offer, another offer came in higher after our offer had been accepted. So we knew that if we came in and we pushed back and we said, hey, we want you guys to fix up this and do that and ensure X and Y and Z.
They just go with the other.
They
offer.
could have basically just kind of said no. And our options would have been accept no for an answer or let the offer lapse and they just take a different offer. So if we wanted to close the deal, which, like I said, there are a lot of benefits to it in terms of location, in terms of size.
Yeah.
It's not a very nice building, which is actually our advantage. It's not well set up for it's large enough that you should be running, significant amounts of shipping in and out of it. Like it's 20,000 square feet, but it's really not set up very well for truck access. So it's like kind of a crappy building. But because all we need is a ton of power, a ton of space,
And backpack storage.
and backpack storage,
Sorry, keep going.
potentially, is perfect for us, right? So a lot of stars aligned. So what choice did we have, really?
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, I could go on. We filmed a video while we were over there. James, Yvonne, and I. James was the only one who knew exactly where we were planning to put people. There's a lot of stuff that I just feel like a combination of, I wish I'd looked a little closer. Not that it would have made a difference. We would have done it anyway.
There's no
but
other building.
It's
within
kind of
reasonable
like
range.
buying a new car and then getting it home and realizing like your favorite
Man,
coffee
I
mug
don't
doesn't fit in the
really
cup holder.
fit that well here or whatever.
Yeah, just little things like that. Or, holy crap, it doesn't support Android Auto. It only supports CarPlay, and I'm an Android kind of character. I
I
could
didn't
use
realize
an
it
iPhone,
takes
but-
premium gas. I don't want to pay for that.
Yeah, see, then nothing that's a deal breaker. You probably would have bought the same car anyway. But like,
Ugh.
like, instead of walking around it and being like, ooh, shiny, excite, I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little disappointed, and I wish I had been a little more prepared.
It should just, and like you're talking about, like the laws here should probably just be better. But like you shouldn't be able to go into a building that you're handing off and just chop stuff up, like the railings, like the door handles.
No, that's pretty crappy.
The door handles
That's a dick
should
move.
be there. There should be some form of door handle.
Yes.
Like you said, though, they could take the like smart ones, whatever, and then put in like fairly
Something.
standard door handles.
Yes.
As long as they're door handles that function.
Yes.
Whatever. But like, so that should be done. You shouldn't be able to completely remove functionality of a door.
Yeah.
And then also you shouldn't just like chop up safety railings. Like that's both of those things are crazy.
Yeah.
Like neither of these are like somewhat reasonable.
The thing to understand too is that there's three parties involved. There's the buyer, the seller, and the tenant. So it was the tenant going in. They don't care. It's not their deal. They don't. The odds of the seller, even if we do come back to the seller and be like, actually, no, this does need to be fixed. The odds of them going and chasing this prior tenant and retrieving it, basically minimal. So they went in there and went,
Okay.
as long as we don't do like 100 grand worth of damage to this place, it's unlikely to be worth the cost of pursuing this legally. So we can just go for it.
Yikes.
Let's talk about the good things.
Yikes.
The labs team is up to, I believe, 6 people now.
Yeah.
They're working out of the old Creator Warehouse space. Gary got deported. It's complicated, but he'll
Yep.
be back. So he's working out of where he used to live for now.
Yeah. I keep thinking that he's here and then hearing that he's not. And I'm like,
Yeah,
Oh.
it's complicated.
okay.
Oh, okay. Right. Some other good things about the lab. The line of sight between the existing office and the lab looks good. So we should be able to set up
Nice.
Wi-Fi dishes.
Nice.
That's going to be pretty cool. What else is good?
There's already been some really good work done.
Yep. I mean, this is apparently a deal. So I'm apparently getting a deal on an anechoic chamber. So that's good.
How big is it?
I mean, it looks pretty sick.
Is that like walking?
It's 3 meters. So like, that looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's not small. That makes sense that it's that expensive. I thought this was like, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's
Things that big are gonna, yeah, they're gonna cost some moolah. Is it like on springs or anything?
um
I guess you could just mount it however you wanted.
I'm adding Yvonne to this.
he's
and just,
flustered.
yeah, we gotta
He's flustered. It's okay.
we gotta do
It'll
stuff.
be all right. We'll make it.
Oh man, there's oh man, I found out my office is smaller than I thought.
Oh no!
My office is gonna get smaller
Oh,
again.
Daddy, nice.
Okay,
With
come
the
on.
small office with the 2 windows, but it's too small.
You know, I don't have to give you one.
You're not.
I thought we did.
Not really.
I thought we established
A
this.
call room.
Yeah, but it's yours whenever you want it.
Do you want to show up to my call room?
No, you can come to my office. It's actually not really big enough to like meet with multiple people and also have my
Oh,
desk in it.
that's not great.
Yeah, like it's
Wait, how small is it then?
it's
Can you compare it to like this room?
it's maybe to
guess
like
this
that
doesn't help
kind
you
of
guys a
almost
ton.
vertical 2x6. No,
Okay.
it's not that big actually. Maybe more like to that light, and then like to here. Yeah.
You
Like-
can fit people in there.
Well, I mean, I need my desk in there too
Yeah.
and stuff, and like I'd like to have a test bench and stuff.
Oh, so like you want to translate the same setup?
Yeah,
you have.
like I'd
Is
wanna-
it smaller than that one?
Yeah, it's smaller than my existing. So I went
Hmm.
from I had the biggest office in this building to Yvonne took it, and then I went into your old office.
Yvonne shares hers with like 2 other people.
One other person, 2. You're right. So I had like the king office, and then I went to the one that we built for you, and then you got none, and then now I'm actually downgrading again, and I guess what we could probably infer from the fact that I'm getting a smaller one and your new one is smaller than my new one is that yours will be a significant downgrade from your old one.
Yeah. I don't need a big office though.
Yeah.
I would meet with probably a maximum of 1 person at a time, or it would just make more sense to go to a conference room.
Okay, that's another thing. The place we had planned to put the server room, the walls don't go all the way up. Noise
Oh.
isolation for it is going to be a significant challenge. Everything can be
I mean,
overcome.
that's not good.
Everything can be overcome. It's just
You raise the walls.
money,
Yeah. Yeah.
time. No, changing out the walls going to be a challenge because
You can't just like
because of the parking being maxed out, we can't make any actual structural changes to the building. So I don't know. Maybe we just huck a bunch
would
of
that be
like
structural.
rock wool up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like you can't change the floor plan, essentially.
Oh, so it's not a room.
No, it's
Got
like it's like a half wall up to a T-bar drop ceiling.
Got it.
Yeah, it's not a real wall.
Yeah.
We did find a place for a fire pole, so that's good.
Are you actually doing it?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Yeah.
I'm excited to move in. I guess that's part of why I'm so disappointed, because I was really excited to move in, and today reality hit me like a sledgehammer to the face that I am not moving in anytime soon. I and nobody else are moving in at least like a couple months.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Sounds like I'm working from home for a bit more, boys.
For a bit more. Yep. I hope you've got air conditioning at your house.
I do actually.
Good, excellent.
Yeah.
That worked
Got
out for
that
everyone.
fixed. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm fine.
Thanks for watching, and thanks to Secret Lab for sponsoring this week's clips. Secret Lab chairs are engineered to keep you comfy, and with up to 5 years of warranty and a 49-day return policy, you're covered if anything goes wrong. Head to the link in the description to check out Secret Lab chairs today.